Welcome to our art display this Thursday morning. We have Dr. Yomi Otukoya in the house. Dr. Yomi, you're welcome. It is great to
Yeah,
have you.
thank you very much, my dear
Yes,
brother.
he's an educator and, of course, exhibitor. It's great to have you. Let's talk about your origins as an artist. How did this all start for you?
Yeah, I would say it's an inborn thing. Naturally, art has got to be an inborn thing. It has to be the real talent in you. If you don't have it, you can't give it, and that is art. So I grew up with it, and someone discovered me, and right from there, I picked up the career. I remember, I used to be a very stubborn child. Let me give you a short experience of my primary school, encounter. I had a headmaster then who was having a short leg and walking Jaffito kind, and I decided that I should be able to draw this man on the blackboard, and I did that, on a Friday. So Good Morning Monday, everybody came to the school and saw this sketch on the drawing, on the blackboard, and they have to start beating everyone until I said, no, don't beat anybody, I did it.
Okay.
And that became a big trouble to me. So I was serious. As a matter of fact, my dad had to ask, that they should, remove me from school and stop my education because of that, because the punishment was too much.
Was too much.
But later somebody said, no, he was just exhibiting what he had in him. And, that encouraged me, and I moved on from there. And immediately I finished my primary school. Instead of even thinking of going to secondary school, I demanded that I wanted to meet Hubert Ogunde, and they took me up to him. So from there,
Did he take you?
yeah, because I insisted I was not going to school unless I meet him.
Okay.
And from there, I was rechanneled to, to an advertising agency that what I actually had in me should be, should be operative in the advertising sector, and that is where I got to work with. I started my advertising career right from there. Started with. Grant advertising. You can imagine Grant Limited. Then from there to Linters and so on and so forth.
All right, so
it was from there I moved to secondary school.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Now, but just let's move. We'll get to your art pieces just right now. But I just want to ask a question very fast.
Right.
Talent versus nurture. You said something that it has to be inborn. Can somebody learn it?
Yes, you have to learn it based on what you already got in there.
What if you don't have any art inclination? If I don't know how to draw, and I want to start, I want to get interested in it.
Then something has to come, through your passion. You've got to first develop an extra interest in it. Based on that, you may not, you see, art is broad. Everybody don't have to know how to draw, how to paint. So the kind of, the interest you have in it in the first instance is an art itself on its own, and that has to be developed. Because that is already the foundation to work on. Your interest is the foundation to work on. That your interest can be converted.
So yes. Let's talk about these pieces that you have here. We're seeing all of them come. What is your main form of expression as an artist?
Yeah, like I said, I'm a multi-talented artist. I sculpt, I paint.
Oh.
And
sculpting is not easy.
I also script and I dance.
Oh,
yeah, I do a lot of dance scripting, and you can see my sculpture, my sculpture.
So, of all these forms, you express yourself in all these forms. Is there any form of this particular of art that really speaks to you the most? Which of these forms?
Yeah, this time around, I will want to go beyond the studio, and that is discovering the hidden talents in others. I came up with, while I was working with, Chief Ebenezer Obey, I designed all these albums from Emasiko up to the time he stopped playing Jiji music and it became, I discovered something that there are so many people, there are so many of my kind that were out there that if nothing is done to them, they'll be denied of destiny. So what I did was I came up with Art Kingdom, International Foundation. And with the help of the late Sashifale Sakinyele, he was an artist himself. So we were able to use that to begin to work on children from the public schools, pupils from public schools, And then
that might not have access normally to,
Yes.
you know, to be to express their creativity.
and of course, their foundation too or background, so poor that nobody would likely or probably think about them, And I looked at it that it's only the children of the upper class and middle class that enjoy the best of life, especially academic experiences. And I said to myself, let me take some of this out of this country. I looked at the possibility of a cultural and art exchange program. That is Children Art and Cultural Exchange Program. Yeah. And my first encounter was to bring Lady Mariana Bosoma from Slovakia in Europe. Okay. And I was able to raise 24 children that I took to Europe for cultural exchange, for fine art exchange program. And from there we started, and the next experience was taking 32 children to South Africa. And thereafter, the South African government asked me what exactly do I want, because I was not just doing it for Nigerian children. I was bringing Nigerian children, to sit down with the South African children in their own foreign classrooms, listen to the same teacher. This time around, I was the teacher for good 10 days, taught them together, then exchange their artworks and return them to their parents. So these are children whose parents perhaps could not even afford to take to an amusement park in Lagos. And I ended up putting them on the plane, give them 10 days accommodation and feeding and bring them back to Nigeria. And I wasn't getting funds from anywhere. I wasn't getting even a dime from the parents. So what I was doing was selling my properties, to put these children on plane and security. And it was a vision, and I got it achieved. So when I brought them back, then government started appreciating what I was doing.
You bankrolled this vision yourself?
Of course. For good 3 years, I was doing that all alone. And at a point in time, it affected my marriage. Everybody has to. But they thought I was mad, and I was not mad. And today, everybody's back again, and we are enjoying ourselves. Wonderful. And they too have enjoyed the program, because as a result of this program, I've been able to internationalize my family, and they now see. We do it together now, so they now understand.
Wonderful, Dr.
what I'm doing.
Wonderful.
And today we have the Art Kingdom Cultural Institute. In Johannesburg, we have the Art Kingdom Cultural Institute, that is Portuguese in Brazil, and we are moving.
Wonderful. Yeah. Moving forward, I am quite interested in what next. What are you looking forward to with all this that you have done?
Yeah.
So far, what can we look forward to?
Fantastic. Last year, we staged a co-talent fair, by Art Kingdom International Foundation. A co-talent fair was where we were able to empower 2,000 youth last year, creative-wise, and discover some skills that, untold, skills that were existing in them. And we did that last year. We got the collaboration with, with the Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Okay. And we did that. Thereafter, we had Eco Talent Award, and Eco Talent concert. All of this happened.
So all of this
last year.
Going on.
Right. So this year we're going to have another episode of that.
All right.
And probably we'll be having TVC with us.
Wonderful. We would like to partner with you and be a part of that. Well done, Dr. Yomi, and more grease to your elbows.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you. All right. That's it on our art display this morning. Hope you're inspired by this wonderful story here from our doctor.